like unitized breeding pens.
After spending several decades studying crocodiles, Graham Webb knows these animals.
You see this guy here?
And he's well aware of what crocs can do.
They're not like sharks where people can swim and do death-defying acts of sharks. If you want to commit suicide here, dive off the Adelaide River Bridge, start swimming, and there is a 100% chance you'll be killed. 100%.
With knowledge like that,
Eric killed 2 people.
Conservation may seem low on the list, but that's just what Webb and others have done here in Australia's Northern Territory. They brought these apex predators back from near extinction in the 1970s when croc hunting was outlawed.
At that time, the only adults that were still surviving, and there were very, very few of them, were extremely wary, extremely hidden in the deepest swamps.
Now crocs are back and no longer as wary of humans.
Rangers have discovered human remains inside a 4.7-metre crocodile in the Northern Territory.
That's left leaders here with the croc dilemma, to continue to conserve or cull.
If we were to reintroduce crocodile hunting, and we wanted crocodiles to get back to the numbers that were considered safe back in, say, the early 80s, we're probably going to have to wipe out over 100,000 animals, and that's, no one wants to do that. That's going to take them back to extinction.
There's another concern about bringing back the culling of crocodiles, and that's the impact it could have on the people who live here, and the very real fear that it may lull some into a false sense of security.
If you reduce the population by 50%, who's going to say it's safe to go back into the water? Nobody.
So the Northern Territory turned to education, featuring a creative campaign aimed at adults and children.
There's a lot of people that young kids would be looking up to, great uncles and what have you, that used to swim in a waterhole or used to go fishing and didn't worry too much about the dangers of crocodiles, because when they were doing it at that age, there weren't many crocodiles there.
A catch and release program was also implemented. Last year, about 200 crocs were pulled from Darwin's harbour. And over the years, the Northern Territory has found that this predator plays an important economic role through farming and tourism.
When they start getting to that stage of eating people again, you've got to make them more and more and more and more economically valuable. And then everyone will put up with them. Yeah.
Webb would like to see trophy hunting to allow landowners to profit from problem crocs. For now, people seem content to live with the danger.
If you're feeling any of these, you'd be in deep trouble.
Through an approach that's made this symbol of the rugged North more of an economic asset than a deadly liability. Greg Navarro, CCTV, Darwin.